Good evening, guys. Happy Tuesday to all of your sunshiny faces. Today we have been under a tornado watch, I think, almost all day. At least until 8 o'clock, I think, which is after 8 o'clock now. But it got kind of bad a couple times throughout the day today. Not like that, like it seemed really severe weather, but it never got really bad, but like the wind was like really bad, and like, you know, it was just raining a lot, like downpouring. Originally I woke up this morning because I think the dog really needed to go to the bathroom or something. He woke me up at like 7:45, like before my alarms even went off this morning, and he like got off my bed and was sitting at the door and was whining. And I was like, that's weird, like that's weird behavior for him. Normally if he wants to get me up, like he wants to eat or something like that, since he's normally in the bed with me, he'll like do something to try and like wake me up, like, you know. So it was weird that like he got off the bed to try and wake me up. So that's why I'm thinking that it was that he needed to go outside, because like that's where he went, was to the door, and Jack normally takes the dogs out in the morning. So that's why I was thinking that like he knew that like he needed to go wake Jack up instead of waking me up. But he had to wake me up to get the door open because he couldn't get it open on his own. So yeah, that's what I was thinking it was. So anyways, I woke Jack up and was like, you need to go and take the dogs out or something, I don't know. Charlie's whining, and like about 5 minutes after that it just started like crazy downpouring outside. So and it was like thunderstorming, so I was like, I'm not gonna fall back asleep. And so I just ended up staying awake pretty much from that point on. But I didn't really, because again too, we didn't go walking, so I was like, well, if we don't have to go walk, then I don't really need to get out of bed. So while I got up early and been up since 7:45 this morning, I didn't really get my day started right away either. Like I was kind of hanging out on my phone. I was kind of cuddling with the dogs a little bit too, because you know, like after, at that point they had come in and their feet weren't muddy because they went out before it started raining. So they came back in and then we're in my bed, and then of course Charlie's all like excited because then he's like, oh, you're up, we can go and eat now. And I already went outside, and he's looking at me right now like, Kayla, I know you fed us dinner already, okay? Don't use those words when I know that that's not true. I still got things done earlier in the day, I felt like. So I did end up getting the bathroom clean. That's normally my Tuesday thing to do, is always like sort of deep clean the bathroom. You know, like again too, I will scrub the toilet, scrub around the toilet, scrub the sink and the shower, vacuum, steam mop the floors, dust, clean the windows, clean the window sills. Like I normally take the windows out too, well, like because they're the kind that you can like, you know, pop out, you know, like so you can clean the outside of them. So like I've been doing that too, because honestly guys, like, and I do that once a week, they get dirty super fast, especially in like now that like the weather's kind of nice. Like you notice the difference, and like I can see like there's dirt on like the, you know, when I clean them, and I clean them every single week, like from the outside. So like they get pretty dirty. Sometimes I don't even really notice it, like when I clean on the inside, like the mirror, like when I clean it, it's just more like to get fingerprints off, if there's even any fingerprints. And like the inside windows, like they're not like dirty. And again too, like the bathroom window, like normally nobody touches like the bathroom window because it's like high up anyway. You know, like versus like our living room windows, the dogs like to sometimes jump on the couch and then they rub their nose all over it, and then it's got like slobber and all kinds of other stuff on the windows. And the front windows a lot of times do not look very good, but the bathroom windows normally not like that. Like it doesn't need like a good deep cleaning really. But from the outside, it's like the outside windows, you know, or the outside of the windows are much dirtier, even every week. So I only started doing that though, like since the weather's been nice, because like in the winter, if I try and do that, the like Windex or, you know, like window cleaner stuff, whatever I'm using, it just freezes. So it's really, there's no point in trying to do that in the winter time. But I got that done, and I was surprised too. I felt like it went by kind of quickly. I was dreading it because again too, it was warm today. It was like 70 something, but because of the rain and the humidity was really bad today, and I was like, oh, I just feel so sticky, and like the house just felt so gross. I was like, I'm not looking forward to cleaning, because I always get hot and sweaty and gross trying to clean the bathroom, like especially the bathtub and the shower. Like I don't enjoy it. It's like a workout. So add on top of that the fact that it's all hot and humid today too, you know, it doesn't make for good cleaning conditions. So I wasn't looking forward to it, but somehow it went by what seemed like really quickly. Like I was expecting it to just be like, you know, again too, like I was not looking forward to it anyway, but it kind of moved faster than I was expecting. And like when I'm not looking forward to cleaning the bathroom, then I procrastinate it. But I think maybe because I just jumped in and like just did it, I was like, as soon as I finish my coffee, I'm just gonna go and clean the bathroom. And because I did it so quickly, maybe that's what made it feel like it didn't take as long, instead of me procrastinating and working it up to be this big thing like in my mind and being like, oh, I don't want to have to, you know, again to clean the tile and, you know, scrub around the toilet and scrub in the toilet. Like, you know, like when I work it up in my brain to be a lot worse than it is, maybe it feels like it takes longer. So maybe the point to this is that I just need to move my butt faster to get into the bathroom to clean it. And, you know, again too, it won't actually be as long as I'm making it seem like it is in my head. But again too, I moved pretty quickly with that. I already edited a little bit, and I also did a lot of laundry today. So I got a lot of stuff done, especially too for it being very humid and yucky and sticky out today, and just not a fun day. Also too though, I thought the bathroom cleaning was going to take longer because I was expecting to be super sore from weeding the vegetable garden bed yesterday, and my shoulders are a little sore. Honestly, it's my glutes. I don't know why. Like today, I just like, I think it was maybe from like squatting in the vegetable garden bed, because I was telling you guys how I was using those like knee pads. They're like gardening knee pads. Strap them on like, you know, knee pads, like if you were going like rollerblading or something like that. But you can just use them in the garden so that when you kneel, you don't need one of those like kneelers. A lot of times they're made out of like that cushy like foam kind of stuff. But you know, it's just to save your knees so that you're not kneeling in, like, again too, our vegetable garden beds are like mainly mulch. I would be kneeling in a lot of mulch if that was the, you know, if I didn't have anything like that to use. It was different for me than using like the padded kneeler, because sometimes I will like switch over and like sit on it, so like I'll move it underneath myself. I think I was squatting a lot yesterday because I didn't have that, so like I didn't want to sit like on the wood chips instead, because sometimes again too, like if I'm in the bed, like I'll kind of like sit down and then like pull the stuff out like from in front of me, versus like leaning over it like with the knee pads, and like being on my knees. Instead I'll sit on my butt and do it. And so because I didn't have that, I was never like sitting on my butt, so I think I was kneeling a lot more, or I was like squatting so that I was like not completely on the ground at all. And I think that that was like the main thing that like my glutes got to work out yesterday. So I was expecting it to the bathroom today to take longer because of that, and surprisingly it didn't. But because today again too, it rained, me and Jack didn't go walking, so maybe that was also a little helpful, because I didn't feel as sore from like everything yesterday and then going walking again this morning and then cleaning the bathroom. So and I'm surprised too, a lot of the time on the days when I don't go walking, I feel less productive. And again too, because it was raining, then it stopped for a little while, then it started raining again, not too bad. Then by the end of the day, it was raining so bad, and it was also hailing. So we had like crazy weather for most of the day, but it was never really bad. And like I said, the winds never got really bad either. But it did, like, you know, we were under tornado watch all day today. But I'm not sure that there were any confirmed tornadoes anywhere, at least especially not around us that I know of. Or even, like I said, bad wind at all. Like, you know, for the most part, it seems like it was just rain, and very heavy rain. Also that hail at the end of the day today. Overall, the weather wasn't that bad. I know that like, I want to say maybe tomorrow it's supposed to rain, and I think Thursday, I know Thursday for sure it's supposed to rain. I think maybe tomorrow it's not supposed to, and so we might be able to go tomorrow to go walking. Also too, on Thursday, our contractor's supposed to come to do the floors in the back room, I think is the plan as of right now. So we've got that, and hopefully that doesn't take too long, but it might be like a week long, you know, like starting like this Thursday and go into next week as well, because I don't know about too, like we have to do the staining and all that kind of stuff, which we're not staining. I think we're just putting like a clear coat on or whatever, like the, you know, like protective kind of coating or whatever, but we don't want to stain it because the wood color looks really nice underneath. So I think that's what we're doing, but I don't know much about that, like staining or like anything like that entirely. I just know that we have to get the floor sanded first 1st. So that's what he's coming to do, I believe, on Thursday. But it is supposed to rain on Thursday also, I think, because I was looking at, I didn't really want to garden yesterday, but I was looking at the weather forecast, and like today I was like, well, I'm going to clean the bathroom today. Tomorrow I didn't know how long gardening was going to take, so I didn't want to be like, I'll do it on Wednesday, and then it end up, you know, having to go to the grocery store and then not be able to, like, not be done in time, or being like, oh, I'm so gross, I have to take a shower, or like being super tired and just being like, I can't even get anything off the shelves because I got, like, you know, jelly arms from like weeding and stuff like that. So I was looking at Thursday, but then I saw Thursday was supposed to rain. So and then Friday I think it was maybe also supposed to rain, but I don't know. Anyways, I think tomorrow maybe we will try and go walking, but again too, it depends on what the weather forecast is. But I know too, by the end of the week, I think, or start of next week or something like that, it's supposed to be really cold. Like, it's supposed to be like maybe low 60s or something like that. So it's kind of supposed to be kind of chilly, like, and that's gonna be for the high. So it's gonna be kind of not very nice, like very cool. I guess that is kind of nice compared to the weather we've had, but very cool weather, I think, over the weekend, which kind of makes me not want to plant the garden bed this weekend, just because if it is supposed to be cold, like, I don't know if it's gonna be freezing, like if we're gonna get any frost or anything like that. I'm kind of assuming not, because like 60s like as a high during the day, I don't think really equates to being below 30s for the most part, where a lot of times there's a greater chance of that. But you know, again, I'm not entirely sure, and I think it might also rain on top of that as well. I don't know, the weather looks kind of weird for this week, and the temperature is going to get cold and all that, so might not make for fun gardening this weekend, but we'll see. I'll let you guys know. But I'm going to take a shower and get to bed, so I'll see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love it if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.